My name is Harkheindzel. Omiyale. I'm the spirit mentalist, and today I'll be talking about something that many people have been coming to me for answers or solutions to, and I just believe I need to post this out there so that whoever asks for solutions after now, I'm just going to refer them to this video. All right. So if you're one of the first set of people to get this video, thumbs up to you guys. Okay, what is the question? Many people, my coaches and people I mentor, even perfect strangers who are seeking consultations, come to me and ask a very simple question. And what's the question? They ask, why is it that whenever we try to change things, we hear a lot of things outside about how to change your habits, how to get your goals, and all of those things. We try them and it just doesn't work for us. Sometimes we hear it works for other people, but for us, it just doesn't work. So what really happens? Now today, briefly, I'm going to demystify that and showcase some of the reasons why it may not be working for you. Are you ready to go? All right, let's get it started. Okay, now the first thing I always try to seek from people whenever I'm coaching them or there's a personal consultation session is I try to seek or ask them who they are. Okay, and many people, about 80 to 90% of people have actually missed this question because many people confuse the question, who are you, to the question, what is your name? Okay, what is your name is not the same as who are you. The thing is, unless you legally change your name at one point or the other in your life, the question, what is your name, will pretty much be the same for you throughout. Okay, but the question who you are is not necessarily the same or really shouldn't be the same. And you should learn to embrace that as a person. Okay, we need to understand that who we are changes as we evolve through time, as we experience new things, and as we mature in life. So many people have not really gotten adapted to this notion that who you are really does change. Okay, let me not bore you with some stories. Now, when I try to seek people, seeking their opinion about who they are, I really get to understand that many people really don't know who they are. So if I were to ask you a question, if you had a paid consultation session with me, and I'm asking you, hello, how are you doing? Who are you? Now, many people get startled by that question, and they don't really understand why. Okay, I'm going to make you understand this now. Many people don't know who they are. Why? Because the society has given them different nomenclatures, different identities. They're not even really living in their realities anymore. And it's important for us to learn to change that. Okay, we need to learn to recreate our experiences according to our purpose, not according to how societal order has fashioned it for us, any other thing of that sort. All right, moving on. So the next question is, how do you know who you are? It's very simple. There are three categorizations of every human being. Man is spirit, man is soul, and man is body. You need to understand that. Man is spirit, man is soul, and man is body. So how do you really get to know who you really are? You must know who you are in these three levels: spiritually, in your soul, and in your body. So where are you in your spiritual journey? How much awareness do you have of spiritual facts and realities? What is the condition of your soul? How is your body health-wise, wealth-wise, and all of that. Okay, if you really want to understand more about the spirit, mind, soul, and body, you need to get my audio podcast on atmosphere, spiritual atmosphere, mental atmosphere, and physical atmosphere. You can Google that online and you get something in it. Okay, so the truth of the matter is that you must know who you really are. Why is that important? Because who you are determines how you sort things out for yourself. So if you do not know who you are, pretty much many of the things you will be doing will not be in line with purpose, because the foundation of purpose is hinged on your identity, who you are spiritually, mentally, and physically. All right, let's move on. The next thing people need to understand why they haven't changed even after so many attempts are trying to change is that many people don't know how to differentiate being intentions from intentionality. Okay, you see people, and I ask people questions like, where do you see yourself in the next 1 year? And you say, I want to be the president of America, I want to be the president of Nigeria, I want to be the wealthiest man alive, and all those fantasies, and it just shows that many people are not really living in purpose, because really, if you're living in purpose, such fantasies will be far from you. Okay, you need to understand and differentiate what is an intention and what is intentional. Something stays as an intention when it's just a desire you have in your heart, something you're emotionally attached to. It inspires you nonetheless, but it's not real. Why is it not real? Because you do not have the systems and the structures to bring it to reality as at the time you're thinking about it. But being intentional, when you've taken responsibility over your actions, over your task, and over the things you're going to be doing, having a plan, working with a strategy, that is being intentional. When you're intentional, you're already taking actions towards your goal. When you only have intention, it's just a desire in your heart that you're hoping, wishing, praying comes to pass, even though you've done nothing about it. Okay, so things will not change for you no matter how hard you try if you do not know how to differentiate between the moments of intention and the moments of intentionality. And I don't need to tell you that things will actually begin to work for you when you move from intention to intentionality. Let's move on. The third thing you really need to work out is that you must learn to be bold and brave with your choices. Many people, the reason why they've not been able to change their habits, change their styles, get to their goals is because they're not bold. Before you can achieve anything in life, you need some measure of boldness and bravery. What does it mean? You must learn to take risks. Be responsible for your choices. Whether it ends well or it doesn't, be responsible for your choices. That is one way of letting the universe know that you are in charge of the creation of your life. And many tests will come to test how intentional you are about things in life. And if you break down upon the first crumble, the first mistake, the first disappointment, then it shows that you're not brave. It shows that you're not bold about your purpose. So to get things done, you must have a high measure of boldness and bravery in your choices, with your choices. Moving on. Many people don't know how power dynamics work. I teach this all the time. I train people on this all the time. But people, many times, maybe because they haven't heard about it before or they don't see its reality, they don't understand it. Okay, power dynamics must work. What are the things you need to know about yourself? Number one, you cannot do everything by yourself. You need to come to this fact and to this reality that no matter how much you know, no matter how much you have, you can't do everything by yourself. Understanding this power dynamics helps you to learn to work with people. It helps you to accommodate, it helps you grow in your relationship, and it helps make things work perfectly for you. So many times, the reason why you've not been able to change your habits, get your goals, change or create certain things in your life may just be the fact that you've been the only one trying to fix it. Sometimes you need helpmates, you need mentors, you need coaches, you need to hire professionals to help you get things done. If you're really intentional about getting things done, then you will try as much as possible to seek out the resources that helps you to get these things done. So the first thing you need to know about power dynamics is you cannot get all things done by yourself. You need to learn to get the help from people and things. This helps you get work done faster and smoother for you. One other thing people don't understand about power dynamics is that power must flow for influence to be reached. Many people see the definition of power as something you hold, something you hoard, something you contain, and you don't let it flow out. That is not power. That is corruption. If you really want to understand how power works, you must allow power to flow. It is when power begins to flow that is when it can work for you. Remember, this is just a knowledge sharing session. I'm not giving you pragmatics here. I can share with you, other strategies how to get this work, but I'm pushing out the information out there first so that people get out of ignorance, illusions, and delusions. So you need to get to understand that power must flow before anything comes to you, anything good, before you can change your habits, before you can create anything. You need power to flow. Another thing is that you must be complete in your experiences. Okay, you must be complete to experience power to change. What do I mean by you must be complete? Going all the way back to the very first thing that I said, knowing who you are. Spiritual wholeness, mental, soul wholeness, and wholeness in the body. How you understand how these three things work together will really help you in getting things done for yourself. So you must be complete to experience power to change. You cannot change anything sustainably if any part of you, that is the spiritual you, the soul you, and the body you, is not connected, at peace, or wholesome. And this is also a place where spirit mentalities can help you work things out. For more information, you can contact me for that. And finally, there is a twin principle that actually makes everything work easier, faster, better, more exciting. All right. And what is that twin principle? It is the principle of knowledge and strength. It is a duality that everyone must have. Now, finally, many things may not work or change no matter how hard or how long you work at it because of these two things, knowledge and strength. For anything to change sustainably in your life, you must have the knowledge of change and you must have the strength to change. If you have one of these two things, you will find it difficult to have a lasting change. You must know what you want to change into, and you need to know what you're changing from. The knowledge of change, its process, its pragmatics, its timeline, everything in between. Now, you may have all the knowledge about change and not have the strength for change, because you need strength. You need some form of willpower, conviction, of doggedness, determination. Back to the word intentionality to get things done. So this is all I'll be talking to you about today, about why you haven't changed even after so many trials. Now, for more information on creating experiences out of your life, you can check below the links below, and get in touch with me, and let me see how I can help you make things better, how I can help you make things good. All right, then. I always end with this. May you always walk in the face of the Lord. And I'd say this, unleashing Soteria, Lambano Soteria. Remember, you have just one life to live. Why not make it the best possible version of your life? Once again, my name is Harkheindzel, and I'm the Spirit Mentalist. Have a great day.